kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. That completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up with the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaking tackles and going.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision. The quarterback steps in front of it for the interception. And now they've got great field position here early in this game.
To the air, it's Sayin. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball.
Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Taken now, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So, 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Headed for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the opportunity to tie this game spoiled by that penalty flag. Let's see if they can execute better this time. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage.
Yeah, the defense rolls the dice here, went with the blitz. Bad timing. The screen gouges them for a big gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and no for a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wide out. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Well, early on, it's a fun battle with the road to the national championship deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Testing the right side here. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. The short hands. It's Green. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Toss it to the back, running left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Out of the gun now on third down. And the completion made. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, it's saying. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Pressure is coming. That's caught. It's Porter. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 2nd down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Bring the pressure and down he goes. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And out comes the offense, set to take over here. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It is intercepted. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff. Fighting off the defender. It's a nice game. They move the football up to the 27.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Blitz and a quick sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the 2nd half of this playoff game.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Dropping back, it's Sayin. That catch is hauled in. Makes the 1st down, but crazy Christ, big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch on a 1st down for this offense.
They keep him guessing with a run. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle. It's Porter. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fights through a tackle. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Fighting him off. Finally bring him down after a couple of broken tackles, but it's still a loss on the play. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. looking downfield. It's saying, oh, the pass rush gets home.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on 3rd down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And now from the pistol formation. And the running back takes the handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Gain moves to the 35. 1st down again. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. 1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught by the receiver. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Handoff in a single back formation. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. The game could come down to this possession. All tied up, 1st and goal. Can they punch it in? Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feed him the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Return brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The defense showing blitz here. Gets it out quickly to the left side.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dump ball's caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Hunter getting a workout here, on for the 5th time today. Coverage team brings down the returner. Offense back out there trying to get something going. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with the quarterback. That was great execution.
He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Back to pass. It's Sayan. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab behind the line, it's Hudson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. On the punt now for the 6th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Grinding away with the running game. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted, a crushing play.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They set up at 3rd and 4. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? They'll give it to the running back. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that one.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking downfield, it's saying, what a catch! They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down 1 and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Getting set. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. Quick throw. The catch is made. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Defense trying to get the stop here and send this to overtime. pass. The catch is made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
First down and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Close to the tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Maybe the last shot here. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, it's one of those calls that's tricky. It sounds easy to say, why would you go for it? But at the same time, who knows if you're going to get your hands on the ball again. So you're being aggressive. It doesn't work out, and now you got to rely on your defense.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Scanning the field. It's Sam. And a short completion of the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The offense will set up here on 3rd and long. If nothing else, you want to give your kicker a chance to put 3 on the board. He'll hand it off. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So now the field goal team has had here trying to take the lead here in overtime. And that one's straight down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. A handoff to the back. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So now it's a challenging 3rd down play here. Can the offense keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for a game-tying field goal? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survived and advanced. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.